Hello everyone, today we're going to dive into the obturator internus muscle, a deep, hidden but extremely important muscle of the hip and pelvis. The obturator internus is a thick, triangular-shaped muscle that lines the inner surface of the pelvis. What makes it unique is that part of the muscle lies inside the pelvic cavity, while its tendon exits through the lesser sciatic foramen to reach the hip joint. Because of this pathway, it serves as a bridge between pelvic and gluteal anatomy. It also works closely with the small rotator group, like the superior and inferior gemelli, piriformis, and quadratus femoris, to provide fine-tuned hip control. The muscle originates broadly from the internal surface of the obturator membrane and the bony margins of the obturator foramen, including parts of the ischium and pubis. Its fibers converge to form a strong tendon that makes a sharp bend as it passes through the lesser sciatic notch. To reduce friction, this tendon actually glides over a small bursa in that region. Finally, the tendon inserts onto the medial surface of the greater trochanter of the femur, specifically in the trochanteric fossa, where it blends with the tendons of the superior and inferior gemelli. Together, these three muscles are sometimes referred to as the triceps coxae. The obturator internus is primarily a lateral rotator of the hip joint, especially when the thigh is extended. When the hip is flexed, it also contributes to abduction of the thigh. Perhaps even more importantly, it acts as a stabilizer, helping hold the head of the femur securely within the acetabulum during standing, walking, and dynamic activities like running. This stabilizing role protects the hip from dislocation and improves the efficiency of larger hip muscles. The muscle receives arterial supply from branches of both the obturator artery and the internal pudendal artery, ensuring that it is well perfused both in the pelvic cavity and as it enters the gluteal region. The obturator internus is innervated by the nerve to obturator internus, a branch of the sacral plexus, arising from spinal nerves L5, S1, and S2. Interestingly, this nerve also sends a branch to the superior gemellus muscle before supplying the obturator internus itself. Because the tendon passes through the lesser sciatic foramen, the obturator internus can sometimes be involved in deep gluteal pain syndromes, which can mimic piriformis syndrome. Its close anatomical relationship with the pudendal nerve and vessels also makes it an important landmark for certain pelvic surgeries and nerve blocks. Moreover, weakness or dysfunction of this muscle may reduce hip stability and contribute to gait problems, especially in athletes or individuals with pelvic trauma. The obturator internus originates from the inner obturator membrane, exits the pelvis through the lesser sciatic foramen, inserts into the greater trochanter, functions as a hip rotator, abductor, and stabilizer, is supplied by the obturator and internal pudendal arteries, and is innervated by the nerve to obturator internus from the sacral plexus. Though small and hidden, this muscle is a key player in hip stability and pelvic biomechanics, linking pelvic anatomy to hip function in a seamless way. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on anatomy and health. See you next time.